Hello and welcome to the November edition of Drewry's Freight Loop. My name is Akshay Kishwan. I work as an account manager in Drewry's Ocean Freight Cost Benchmarking and Supply Chain Advisory Division. In today's briefing, we will be looking at the ocean freight spot rate development and where we see rates heading in the near future. So, without further ado, let's jump in. The container shipping market has always been cyclical and uncertain, and that routine volatility was hugely exaggerated by the global pandemic. But over recent months, rates have shown a consistent downward trajectory due to easing of port congestion and availability of latent capacity. Does increase in cancelled sailings also increase the rates? By exploring the relationship between Drewry's World Container Index and scheduled versus cancelled sailings data, tracked by our weekly container capacity insight, we look at this more closely for both the Trans-Pacific and Asia-Europe trade routes. Starting with Trans-Pacific, the bars on this chart represent the number of declared monthly cancelled sailings, the blue trend line denoting the movement of a 2019 World Container Index, and yellow line denoting 2023. As we can see, in 2019, rates began their correction between July and November when there was some relief from the holiday season. But if we turn our attention to the 2023 trend, apart from the August rate increase, which was due to the GRI implementations, rates have been on a relatively steady downward trajectory. And it's worth noting that even as the number of cancelled sailings increased in September and October, this offered little or no support to the rates. But we have witnessed a temporary rate increase in November due to the alliance suspending multiple loops and cutting capacity. On top of that, planned GRIs by the carriers. The trend for Asia Europe is similar to Trans Pacific trade, only with an even steeper downward trend. Apart from August, again due to GRIs, rates have been consistently down since May, even after a surge in blank sailings in September and October. This could also be due to the influx of capacity of newer, larger vessels on the trade. But in November, there has been a 13% increase owing to planned GRIs and suspension of multiple routes by the alliance, as we discussed earlier. Even with this increase, rates are still 28% lower when compared to the pre pandemic 2019 levels. To conclude, the ocean trade is currently a story of excess capacity and poor demand, with consumer behavior favoring services over goods and purchasing power dented by persistent inflation in many economies. Due to the sudden surge in blank sailings and GRI announcements, Drewry projects an increase in rates on Trans Pacific and Asia Europe next month. But this will be short lived. Before we close, just a quick update on the latest surcharge measure. Zim has recently introduced a war risk premium due to Israel-Palestine conflict, and we expect other carriers to follow suit. For more information on Drewry's full range of ocean freight cost benchmarking and bid support services, please contact us at supplychains@drewry.co.uk. We look forward to you joining our next Freight Loop update.